All right, and we're back, guys. Part 8, Mason Double OG. Let's play Oxygen Not Included. Everything is looking great. I'm really excited. Everything is looking great. We got everything running pretty smooth. We're just doing a little bit of base maintenance right now. Not much going on, but you know we're getting it moving. Things are looking good. I just made an extra dumping area for our polluted water, and I hope he doesn't get stuck down there. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and leave that alone. I'm gonna give those guys a break so I don't have to keep going down there. Alright, so everything is looking good right now. So what I want to do is go ahead and get the plumbing set up for here, and we're almost done getting everything plumbed up. As you can see, it does take time to get this situated, but it is very worth it. You know, there's no way for you to do what you need to do when your duplicants have to worry about the restroom part. That's one of the biggest parts of it. I would like to set something up so they can, you know, take a shower. So I'm thinking about maybe setting up a shower, maybe possibly over here somewhere. But I would like to get access to this water over here. So I'm not really too sure if that's what I want to do yet. I may put the shower, let's see here. So this is all carbon dioxide, which is great. I may end up putting the shower, I don't know yet. We'll see. But right now I need to get some oxygen flowing. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. I got to figure out why we're not producing enough oxygen. So I may have to set something up for the algae area, so that way we can do a little bit better with our oxygen production. So that may be something I'll have to look at. But right now, this right here should start pumping out oxygen for us. As you can see, the way that works is it uses algae. So the same way that the algae produces oxygen, this is a oxygen diffuser. And it uses up a lot of algae. So I only want to use one of these just to keep some oxygen flowing. Hopefully the algae, with this and the algae, we should be able to run on this for a while, indefinitely, for at least for a little while. Okay, so Ugly Crier, decreased science. Ugly Crier, decreased calories. Let's go with another snazzy suit. I'm not ready for another duplicate just yet, because we're not, we were already almost running out of oxygen. So I think if we put any more duplicates in here, we'll be pretty jacked up. Okay, so everything is automated now. So we're looking good. Okay, the next thing we need to do now is I would like to do some temperature management as well as airlocks. So I'm going to go ahead and research all these right here. And also deodorizer, because that's going to help us with being able to get more oxygen for our base. So let's go ahead and focus on that and get those going. And we actually probably need to, now that I think about it, let's see, let me go ahead and expand this out, because we're going to need this for our advanced computers, for our supercomputers. Our supercomputers are going to allow us to research more advanced stuff, but I only want to have, I would say, 3 of these bad boys. They produce a lot of heat, so I want to make sure they're evenly spaced out. Alright, there we go. Alright, one thing we do need to be mindful of, the electrical cables do have a load, a maximum load. That's one thing that I didn't get into before, so we are going to have to start keeping an eye on how many devices we have on for our electrical lines. So we need to look at how much power. So 120, 120. So that's like 360. So it looks like this is going to be it for our line right here. So that puts us at 8, 9, yeah. So once I build these three, I might even just cut it down to 2 actually, because I don't want to risk going over that power limit and not paying attention to it. So I'm going to probably cut this down to 2 supercomputers. I'm going to spread them out a little bit more. So 1, 2, bum, bum. Yeah, okay. So I'm only going to do 2 supercomputers. Alright, so in order for me to use a supercomputer, I need a researcher. So now I need to go to skills, and I need to find somebody that can research. And I definitely forgot about that. Let's see here. Research. Who can be a researcher? Okay, so we're gonna have Nails be a researcher. So let's have you focus on research, and then we're gonna have Lindsay. We're gonna have Lindsay focus on research as well, and Max. Super. Yeah, we need an expert digger. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade Max to a super duper hard digging. His morale is good, so he can handle it. And we're gonna go ahead and upgrade him. And we'll wait on everybody else because I kind of need to see where the base goes. Alright, so good deal. So let's go ahead and get you upgraded. So now these two are going to be able to actually use the supercomputers. Alright, so we don't have any power. Oh, I forgot. Put that back on 5. There we go. Alright, so we're getting that going. Now, eventually, we may want to stop our duplicates from having to manually create power. But that will come a little bit later. Right now, I'd rather make green energy. This is pretty much green energy. So we may just leave that as is for right now. And let's go ahead and put a door right here. I kind of like to have doors in my stuff. Let's put another door entranceway here. There we go. Alright, so they're filling this power back up here. So that's good. So far, so good. So far, everything's looking pretty good. We're doing fairly well. We got enough power. And it looks like our oxygen isn't super great, but it's okay. So we're doing okay. We have some polluted oxygen down here. Alright, so that's not bad. Alright, we got them doing the research. So right now we're just rolling right now. I would like to get into all this right here. This looks like a good pocket of resources right here. So we need to start looking at what we're going to do next once we get the technology researched. Figure out how we're going to expand our base out and how we're going to start dealing with securing our water, because as you can see, we're starting to get low here. I would like to make a slow drip right here to add in some more water so they don't have to worry about that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I kind of like this area right here, but I kind of want to make it so it can collect more water. So before I do that, I think I'm going to build this down a couple layers and build this out like that. So that should be enough for them right there. Alright, so how we doing? Okay, so research is coming along. Alright, looking good. So it looks like we're not doing anything, but we actually are. And I could pause it, but I think it's good for you to kind of get an idea that, you know, you can't just keep expanding. You know, sometimes you have to kind of make quality of life stuff work a little bit better, and then you expand. You know, so you have to have like a good steady growth. You know how you're designing your colony. Remember, you're responsible for these little guys, so you have to do your best to make sure you're, you know, expanding in the right direction. So we got plenty of food. As you can see, we got 41,000 calories worth of food. Plenty of food for these little guys. We don't have to worry about it spoiling because it's locked up in the carbon dioxide, which was the plan. The oxygen is starting to get around the base a little bit better, so that's good. So right now everything's looking pretty good. What I would like to do though is kind of make it so this carbon dioxide can start dropping from our base. So that is something that I would like to work on here eventually. I would like to close this up. Oh, we got the airlock, so let's go ahead and get that going now. And by building airlocks, now we don't have to worry about bad things getting into our base, bad air, you know, or polluted oxygen getting into our base. So I'm going to build a manual airlock that's going to stop the pollution from going through. These doors are pneumatic doors. They don't stop. If you look right here, encloses areas without blocking liquid or gas flow. So these allow air and water to flow through, but an airlock doesn't. So you want to start using airlocks as soon as you can to partition off your base. And you can see right here, this is where I want to build the drip. So I want the drip to come down, probably about like right here. And I want to do a liquid valve so I can control how much drip, you know, we're getting. And then just let that kind of drip right there. And that'll kind of drip on over top of the duplicants. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they should be able to build that. So that way, they'll constantly have water here, and we don't have to keep worrying about this water. We don't have to change where this is. So far everything's looking good. I mean, this is looking really great right now. So things are running pretty smooth. We got research being done. They're researching over here. Let's look at our temperature. So you can see the heat that these things put off. So I kind of didn't want to put them here, but you know, really don't have a choice. You know, because there's heat right here anyway. So we'll have to address the heat management sometime. Okay, so now we can actually go ahead and address the heat management. These are what you call insulated towels. So we're going to go ahead and start building these insulated towels so we can start trapping in this heat, stopping this heat from you know, getting into our base. And let's see here. We'll do it like right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start blocking off any kind of heat zones that can be coming into our base. So we're going to start doing that now. So I like to kind of keep my base at a certain temperature as much as possible. So we're going to go ahead and break in here. And so now we're going to get a little bit more to the expanding. And that concludes this video. So stay tuned to the next video. and we'll go ahead and pick it back on up. Making a lot of progress. So hope you're really enjoying the Let's Play, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.